Alright, man, I want to welcome y'all back, man, to FP Boxing. And it's been an exciting weekend, man, in the world of boxing this past weekend. And I just want to give a big shout out to Deontay Wilder for actually getting in the ring with Luis Ortiz and showing the heart and the grit that it takes to be a real champion of the world. I could say hands down Deontay Wilder is the best and the biggest threat in the world of boxing when it comes to displaying showmanship, showing heart, power, the grit, and and the determination to show what it takes to hold on to a world championship belt and taking on the best. Which I view Luis Ortiz as the biggest threat under Deontay Wilder in the heavyweight division. This fight actually took place because Deontay Wilder actually asked for this fight. Luis Ortiz has been ducked by all the other top heavyweights. Took step aside money to let Anthony Joshua take on Klitschko, and promising of once that was taken care of that they would meet, as he was the WBA mandatory for Anthony Joshua, and we see where that went to. It actually put him in the ring with the number one heavyweight of the world, Deontay Wilder. This fight was everything you could ask for in a heavyweight fight, action packed. Showed two warriors. Luis Ortiz has nothing to hold his head down about. To be a heavyweight with the movement that he showed, his footwork, his jab, and his left hand of his, man, that's the most dangerous man, I think, still. I don't think there's a heavyweight besides Deontay Wilder that could beat that man. If any other heavyweight that's after Big Baby Miller is actually running his mouth now, I'm pretty sure Luis Ortiz will welcome that challenge. Eddie Hearn is not a damn fool. Anthony Joshua is being set on. He's being protected by Eddie Hearn. You 20-0, but you got 2 world titles. There's no such thing about not being ready. Even though he's unifying with Joseph Parker, there's still a cop-out move. You made a promise to a man, and you grow some nuts and you honor your promise. You paid that man step aside money that he was going to get his shot. And just because he got beat by Deontay Wilder, I really would like to see him step in the ring and see if he can accomplish what Deontay Wilder did, which I don't think he can. Luis Ortiz is a real threat. I mean, Deontay Wilder is a special fighter. I mean, that man, to do what he did in that 7th round to save himself, to show the heart to come back and get the stoppage 3 rounds after almost getting stopped. Luis Ortiz was, man, hands down, is one of the, I think, most skillful heavyweights in the world. That man showed everything that you could. He showed you why people ducked him, and they still gonna duck him. I don't look at this loss like it hurt or did something to his stock. The man's still a threat. He's dangerous. Anthony Joshua is probably never gonna face a Luis Ortiz. He is kind of asking for this rematch, which I don't think is gonna go any other way but the same way it went. I mean, once Deontay Wilder got exposed to having to show his chin, show his heart, show his grit, and showing that he could pull out a tough fight, he's even bigger of a threat. And I don't think that coming into a rematch, he might end up getting Luis Ortiz out of there early. Once you get a taste of that kind of power, man, and it doesn't stop you, it lights a fire inside of you. It's no disputing that what he did was a fluke. He showed intelligence in the ring. That is not expected of a person without an amateur background like Deontay Wilder, and to face a guy like Luis Ortiz with an amateur background of maybe 300 plus amateur fights. You know, he came in there and showed everything that a Cuban fighter at a 147 or 154 type skills in the ring, but a heavyweight. There's nobody in the heavyweight division that can deal with Luis Ortiz the same way Deontay Wilder did.